What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rob's house. Today we are embarking on a journey, a multi-day journey. We're going on the GForce rally, and we're not taking the Viper because the Viper's radiator exploded, but that's not why we're taking the Viper. We're not taking the Corvette. We're not taking the Mustang. We are taking the NSX with Jamie. I hinted at this on in the last Coffee and Curves video that you were going to see more of this car this year. So we're going to find out exactly what this car can do, which is a lot, by the way. Exactly how sketchy this car can be under the right circumstances, potentially. And whether me and Jamie are actually half decent at driving or not, because we definitely know that the bottleneck of this week is gonna be us, not that thing. We're about to embark. We were able to somehow fit everything in this tiny, how do I open this? Oh, it's right there, cool. This is not a big storage space. This is probably the one bad thing about this car. It does have some nooks up here that we were able to stuff some stuff into, but it's gonna be tight. Yeah. It's gonna be tight for like the whole week. I am gonna have... The helmet took up a third of the trunk. The helmet took up a third, oh yeah, because we had to bring a helmet. Spoiler alert, we had to bring a helmet for one of the days. My camera bag sort of fits there, and maybe I can get my legs kind of over it. We'll see. We'll see how that works, but you know, anyway, let's do a montage. Stop number one on our road trip, Dunkin' Donuts. I need caffeine. I needed to, this is actually working out surprisingly well, despite, it looks like there's not that much leg room, but this is pretty deep, so I kind of have my legs like over my camera bag. We really don't have much of a choice, right? Desperate times call for desperate measures, but we're gonna fuel up and get back on the road. And I'm gonna get some seat time in the NSX, so I get to actually sort of get acquainted with this thing before we have to do more aggressive maneuvers, shall we say.
All right, so let's see, we're going live here again. We have now changed drivers. There's Rob. So this is Rob's first experience with the NSX. So I figured let him get a little bit of seat time as he will get well acquainted over the next 4 days. Yeah. So we're on our way to Norfolk. We'll launch out of Norfolk, Virginia tomorrow. Make our way through multiple states, and we will finally arrive on Sunday night down in sunny Tampa, Florida.
And I have to say, this car it's just out of this world, and I'm really excited to like show you guys throughout the week just how insane this thing is. But I mean, like, we did a couple of highway pulls before that were kind of unexpected. We had a truck pull up beside us that Jamie did a pull, so I didn't film it, but it's so smooth. And what's weird, one of the things that I noticed that I was talking to Jamie about earlier is like, you don't get that sensation like in a rear wheel drive car where you get like sucked into the seat. You really don't get, you get it a little bit, like you feel it accelerating obviously, but because it has the electric motors on the front wheels too, like the whole car just moves evenly. Like, I can't describe it. There's not like that massive weight transfer that you are used to feeling if you drive a rear wheel drive car when you first hit the gas, which is just like so different. It's super easy to drive. I mean, like, honestly, it's funny. It feels like an Acura. Like when you're just driving it normally, it just feels like an Acura. Like any regular like Acura sedan or SUV that you've ever driven, it pretty much feels like that as far as like pedal response and stuff like that goes. But then like you put your foot down and like, holy crap, this thing's really fast. So really, really excited to get to experience a large percentage, hopefully, of what this car is capable of over the next couple of days. And of course, shout out to Jamie, who is holding the camera right now, for inviting me and for entrusting me with you know, shared operation of this machine. I'm very excited.
All right, well, we're now in Virginia. We just passed somewhere around Withville, Virginia. I think we're still probably, let's see, we are 4.5 hours out to our destination in Norfolk. So it looks like we'll arrive right before 6 p.m. tonight. So probably good timing. I think detailers will be there to get the cars cleaned up for the launch tomorrow.
Hybrid mode. It's super weird creeping through a parking lot in this thing, so it doesn't make any noise. We just stopped for lunch, grabbed a quick bite. We've got, I think we have like another, what, 3 hours or something? There's the motor. Yeah, about 3 hours, about 200 miles away. Very, very excited. I was telling Jamie earlier while we were driving, which I didn't mention earlier in this video, but mention it now. I'm going to do daily vlogs. It's my first time ever doing daily vlogs, so I have no idea if I'm gonna have enough content for everyone watching, but hopefully we will. I think on the rally days, because the rally technically starts tomorrow, we should definitely have enough content, but for today, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we're not gonna get there super late. We're probably with like another stop or two, we'll get there around 7:30 or 8. Maybe there'll be some shenanigans, maybe not, we'll see. So far, so good. This car's actually a pretty good, well, this car's a pretty good road trip car, except for the storage. It doesn't have a lot of storage.
The storage sucks.
The storage sucks, but it's pretty comfortable, so, you know, and it's been getting pretty good fuel economy. Yeah, we're averaging 26 miles to the gallon. I don't know if you can see that on camera, probably not. We're averaging 26 miles to the gallon. This car, for those of you who are not familiar with the NSX, oh yes, with the NSX, this car has a 9-speed dual clutch transmission in it. Some quick stats on the car. It's a twin turbo V6 hybrid. It has an internal combustion motor, the twin turbo V6, connected to a rear transaxle, basically. It also has an electric motor back there that assists in powering it, and then it has 2 individual electric motors in the front, one for each wheel. Whenever I hear stuff like that, I think like, all right, but does it actually work? It works in this car. It really works in this car. You put your foot down and this car just takes off, and it feels effortless. It feels totally smooth. It doesn't kick the back end out at all. Like, it's just plants and rolls. It's really unbelievable. I'm very, very impressed. And pretty comfy, pretty smooth ride. It does have mag ride, so we have different driving modes that we can use on the highway, things of that sort. And then stiffen it up for track mode. It also changes the transmission tune based on what mode you're in, both with like the shift points. Obviously keeps you in a, you know, in sport and in track. It'll keep you a little bit of a higher RPM. Well, sport plus in track, I guess. We're in sport right now, but sport plus in track will keep the RPMs up, you know, more and more depending upon how aggressive you get with the drive mode. We were just discussing, this car is actually extremely rare. They did not make very many of these cars. So far, both of the stops that we've made, tons of people taking pictures. A couple people came up and asked what kind of car that is. They didn't, you know, they've never seen one before. They didn't know what they were looking at.
So a little bit about the car. So the car is no longer stock. Cars recently had a set of Sport Cats downpipes from Pride Exhaust. So they're 200 cell cats. They're installed. In addition, I'm running a Fab Speed Sport Quad exhaust. No valves, no mufflers. We also added the JB4 box with the special tune from Science of Speed. So I actually have 6 maps pre-programmed with the JB4 based on the octane, and if I'm running meth injection. All being said, with the way the car's set up, we're looking at around 710 wheel horsepower now versus a factory of around 5.25, 527 wheel. So got a little more oomph than
a lot more oomph
than when I first got it.
Like 30%, 35% more power.
Definitely not as sketch, so also just upgraded. I put some Pirelli Trofeo R's, the super stickies from Pirelli. Was an optional tire with a compound developed for this car. Being the fact that we're on the rally and the car will go on a track, actually first day of the rally, so we'll be on the track tomorrow, so some great footage there. I wanted something sticky. With the Conti Contact 6 that came on the car, that was the first tire that they developed from the ground up with Conti. They introduced it in 2019 with the facelift on the NSX. Great tire, no complaints. Had it on tail of the Dragon a couple times now. Lateral grip is really great in that tire. Super impressed. One of the best Conti tires that I've had the opportunity to drive on. But I wanted something with more bite, being that we're officially taking it on a real road GForce as part of the rally. So I opted with these tires. The only thing I can say is the Sport Contact 6 that I had, yes, they were at the end of their life. When I first got the car back from all the modifications and tune, the car stepped out on me at just over 80 miles an hour, scared the piss out of me. That never happened in this car that I owned. It always planted the power. So I definitely noticed with the JB4 that huge bump in power. I can say the pulls we've done, and today's the first time I've done any pulls with the new tires.
Yep.
They've only been on the car a total of about 20 miles before today. It plants. It will not step out. So we definitely got the grip factor going on. So I'm super excited to see how it does on the track. And also, I believe we're going to have some straight line pulls as part of this rally. We may be going to an 1/8 or 1/4 mile drag strip as well. Could be in the planning. We'll save that for another day if it happens, but curious to see how it holds up to some of the other rally cars.
Watch out.
We made it, guys. Finally here in Norfolk, Virginia, and the detailing guys waited up for us, which was awesome. We just were thanking them. D-Suds, shout out. And we got the rest of the rally crew waiting on us. We're gonna get this car cleaned up. I don't know if there's gonna be shenanigans tonight. I'm assuming there will be, and the rally starts in the morning. Super excited. All right, guys, day one is a wrap. I know this video is like kind of short and not that much content because mostly we were just road tripping it today to get to the starting point of the rally here in Norfolk, Virginia. We are getting ready to turn in for the night. And tomorrow we are heading to Greensboro, North Carolina first, where we're gonna hit the track, and then we're over to Raleigh, North Carolina, and I think we're ending the night in Charlotte. So definitely a lot of driving still, but we should have 3 to 4 hours at the track. So I'm gonna get some footage of that with you guys. Say it again.
I said tomorrow is going to be sick. I am so excited for the track.
Super excited. I echo that sentiment. I cannot wait to see what the NSX can do. Super excited to get to experience it myself, but I also really can't wait to see what Jamie does on the track because it's his car, obviously, so he's like way used to driving it compared to me. Very excited, and I'm gonna turn in for the night because that means that tomorrow comes faster. So anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. That wraps up day one of our daily vlog. Stay tuned for the updates through the rest of the week. As usual, I hope this video is entertaining, and I'll see you guys next time.
Reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming